The dunk is a very impressive technique in sports. Not everyone can master this particular art of the throwdown. It requires supreme athletic ability. It also requires leaping ability and maneuvering techniques. Of course, it is very impressive and awesome to watch dunks in a game. The quality of the throwdown makes it very significant and worth the crowd's praise indeed. You are now going to see a list of the top NBA dunks of all time. Before we begin, make sure you hit that subscribe button to get notified every day for more amazing content. With this being said, let's begin. Tom Chambers on Mark Jackson. In this video, you are watching Tom Chambers using current head coach of Golden State Warriors Mark Jackson as a springboard on his way to make the best two-handed slam that you will ever see. Look at how he flies in the air in a smooth technique that reflects his proficiency and athletic flexibility. Who could ever challenge him? He deserved all the praise and the crowd's validation, to be honest. He made a very good match worth watching. His team must have been very lucky thanks to Tom's incredibly beautiful dunk. Baron Davis on Andrei Kirilenko. Watch and listen. Watch that fantastic dunk and the team's reaction to the dunker. Then listen to the crowd's cheers and screams. Now, what do you think about that? He surely deserves all of those praises, right? That was the year when the Golden State got on the nerves of Dallas Mavericks. That match in particular remains on unforgettable memory. Baron Davis is one of the NBA's best dunkers, and Andrei Kirilenko. The way he throws the ball down is such a work of art, no doubt. The fans were left in disbelief and incomparable happiness. It was the dunk of the season which filled people's hearts with pride and honor. His teammates were all completely shocked with his amazing throwdown. He flew in the air like a pro. Look at him. Do not mess with the boss. LeBron James on Kevin Garnett. LeBron conserved the victory in Game 4 of the 2008 Eastern Conference semifinals with his astonishing dunk that gave people goosebumps. LeBron's dunk is considered the best dunk that has ever been made by a defensive player like Baron. One should consider those players as heroes and beasts for their athletic capability. LeBron shocked the defense with his supreme throwdown. He left them embarrassed. They would have never been able to tackle him because he maneuvered them efficiently. Way to go, LeBron. You certainly made a fantastic game. The dunk is worth contemplating by the way. I am sure you will want to repeat the video once, twice, and 10 times to marvel at the crazy dunk. Michael Jordan on Patrick Ewing. Mark Jackson once more is faced with a sticky situation that the only way out of it should be one of his spectacular dunks. Of course, all of us are familiar with the fact that Michael Jordan is one of the best dunkers that history has ever known. But what if he was stuck between two defenders? This is what happened in that game. Two defenders trapped him in the corner. Other players would have just asked for a timeout or panicked. Yet Michael Jordan was a firm believer of the saying, the only way out is in. So he maneuvered the defenders and jumped in the air to make his outstanding dunk that turned the game upside down and made the fans celebrate hard. He silenced the MSG crowd by throwing the ball over the very significant defensive player Patrick Ewing. Though Michael Jordan has a lot of fantastic dunks, this one in specific is the best so far. Words fail to express his perfect athletic capability and flexibility. Oh my God, man. His mind functions perfectly, and his fast reaction to difficult situation is something absolutely out of this world. He has a very wonderful talent. Who else wishes they could learn Michael Jordan's tactics? Basically, most of basketball players wish. Dr. J over Michael Cooper. Okay, so after watching Michael Jordan's spectacular dunk, we would love to surprise with an even more challenging dunker who is regarded also the best dunker. Ladies and gentlemen, we are introducing you to Dr. J. Dr. J is one of the most significant and best dunkers that history has ever known. This player is the one who created the perfect art of the throwdown. The game is the peak of dunking proficiency. Look at how he is cupping the ball with one hand and maneuvering the defender to make this astonishing dunk. How could anyone find the suitable words to praise that boss? His talent is very obvious in that game, and he mastered the art of dunks with his very talented techniques. I do not even need to explain further to you, as you can watch the video represents itself. This is just perfect and mind-blowing. The best thing about those dunks is that they really happen at the most unexpected and frustrating time to surprise everybody and captivate them. Personally speaking, I find that marvelous and very creative. Vince Carter, USA National Team, the dunk of death. This high dunk is also considered as the greatest dunk in history. During the Olympic Games in 2000 in Sydney, Australia, Vince Carter was noticed to have made a spectacular technique that everyone argued he must have won at least 2 gold medals for his talent. His high jump and the way he threw the ball were majestic and beyond people's belief. Vince Carter took 2 dribbles and jumped high in the air to maneuver Fred Wise to throw a spectacular slam. It was really powerful and fast. How do you find that? This is the combination of talent, physical strength, wit, and athletic flexibility indeed. No one seems to have forgotten about that very significant memory in that very particular basketball game. Tracy McGrady, Houston Rockets, he just sucked the gravity right out of the building. Let us take a look at that very fantastic dunk. McGrady, who was able to score a ball that had been recorded as one of the best dunks in history. He won 2 NBA scoring titles. During that match, McGrady was devastated by the low performance of his team in front of the very strong Dallas Mavericks. However, he proved that a couple of seconds could transform the loss into amazing, unforgettable victory. When he got trapped in a corner, this is when he elevated in the air to make the most powerful slam that people have ever watched. What makes that fantastic is the fact that he outwitted the league's tallest player. His teammates acted absolutely insane on seeing McGrady's spectacular dunk, and they were all speechless but joyous like never before. The crowd's cheer was also very overwhelming and emotional. How sweet. Scottie Pippen, Chicago Bulls, Pippen abuses the Knicks. Scottie Pippen is one of the 50 greatest dunkers that made an amazing slam in a game in 1994 in New York City against foes. When the game was getting stressful, this is when Scottie Pippen's talent was highlighted. He received the ball and elevated in the air, preparing himself to make one of the most significant and invincible throwdowns that will make him the center of attention forever. He stood over Ewing after the jam. As you can see, Ewing's reaction was not very good at that time. He was given a foul for his bad behavior and attitude. The audience were over the moon and delighted with Pippen's fantastic dunk, which caused Ewing, one of the best players ever, embarrassment. Wow, basketball is a really tense sport. The competition is also very tough, though. Gerald Wallace, Sacramento Kings, oh my goodness. Gerald Wallace is a star, no doubt. Wallace was very lucky to get one of the very difficult opportunities to join the Kings team in a game against Houston. Of course, having the privilege to join such excellent team made him keen on proving his perfect talent and proficiency. So he did his very best in the game to be highlighted. He was also given the space to make the most perfect slam. When he received the ball, he took dribbles and jumped in the air to outwit Boston Nakbar and make the greatest dunk of all times. Look at that masterpiece, everybody. Can you hear the crowd dancing and jumping out of their seats to celebrate the most impressive throwdown which brought them their long-awaited victory? This is really very extraordinary and remarkable. Gerald Wallace, of course, did what he aimed for. He became significant after his talent was notably highlighted and his excellent technique in maneuvering the defenders. Insistence is everything to Gerald Wallace. He really left us saying, oh my goodness. Kobe Bryant, Los Angeles Lakers, buckle up for Kobe Bryant. During the playoffs in 2003, Kobe Bryant played a game against Kevin Garnett in Minnesota. He received the ball in such a very talented way. Then he finally made the unexpected perfect throwdown that turned the game upside down and highlighted Kobe Bryant as the best dunker and the greatest player of the game. Indeed, such dunk could have never been stopped. No one was able to hinder Kobe Bryant. His maneuvering tactics were beyond the opposing team's abilities. You can judge. Watching something as incredible and as invincible is really mesmerizing, and it would bring you goosebumps, I am 100% sure. Bryant was recognized as the prototype athlete for the explosive slam dunks. What a great title after all. His aerial exploits became the center of attention for so many years, and also they often got displayed in TV shows to remind people of Kobe Bryant's wonderful talent. Imagine how his fans bombarded him with loud screams, hugs, and killing themselves to take a photo with him or get his signature on their t-shirt or even their hands. He deserved all the praise in people's contemplation. Derrick Rose, Chicago Bulls, I want to go higher. In 2011 MVP season, Derrick Rose had the very rare and unique opportunity to make his fans and his coach marvel at his explicitly amazing talent during one of the most difficult situations that a player ever got stuck in during a tense basketball game. When he received the ball, he genuinely took only one dribble and elevated in the air to score in such a very captivating manner. He made the most intriguing dunk, as you can see in front of you. You seemed that he would trip or lose his grip on the ball, but he was preparing for his outstanding slam that pleased his fans and made him the highlight of the game. Imagine how famous he became for his flexibility, athletic strength, and physical ability. Indeed, he was worth people's praise. Since that awesome dunk, he became his fans' center of attention and their favorite topic to discuss. Who could blame them? He really did a spectacular job that moved his fans and made him linger in their minds and their hearts. Way to go, Derrick Rose. You got your name winning a lot of respectable titles, and mostly important, you won your fans' hearts and validation. Your name now is shining among the list of the world's greatest and best dunkers of all times. Congratulations. After watching those top NBA dunks of all time, you must really have a lot on your mind to say and express, right? Tell us in the comments section below. Who is your favorite dunker? Which of those mentioned awesome dunkers you think is the best and deserved people's praise? If you think that we missed an excellent dunker, feel free to comment his name and perhaps you can also tell us about his best dunk. Stay tuned for more interesting videos. Thanks for watching.